जब भी पाकिस्तान में कोई ट्विन सिटीज़ की बात करता है तो जहन में सिर्फ दो ही शहर आते हैं, डैट इस्लामाबाद एंड रावलपिंडी। रावलपिंडी और इस्लामाबाद पाकिस्तान के दो ऐसे अहम शहर हैं जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव, कमर्शियल और इंडस्ट्रियल लिहाज से बहुत अहम रोल अदा करते हैं। हम इन दोनों शहरों को ट्विन सिटीज़ इसलिए भी कहते हैं बिकॉज दे आर स्ट्रॉन्गली डिपेंडेंट ऑन ईच अदर ड्यू टू देयर इंटरलिंक्ड इकोनॉमी। ऑन वन साइड रावलपिंडी सर्व एज अ मेन हेडक्वार्टर फॉर द पाकिस्तान आर्मी। According to the 2017 ranking, Islamabad serves as the second most beautiful capital city of the world. But the both cities have a very deep history. For that, we have to go thousands of years back. बहुत सदियां पहले रावलपिंडी वॉज अ पार्ट ऑफ द गंधारा सिविलाइजेशन, जहां आपको बुद्ध ज़माने के बहुत सारे टेम्पल्स और स्टूपा डिस्कवर होते हुए मिलेंगे। बट इन द ईयर 1001 दिस सिटी वॉज अटैक्ड बाय द मुस्लिम रूलर महमूद गजनवी एंड ही डिस्ट्रॉयड इट। फिर उसके बाद इस शहर को गखर ट्राइब के जो चीफ काही गोहर थे, उन्होंने इस शहर को दोबारा रिस्टोर किया। देन अगेन इन द 14th century दिस सिटी वॉज अटैक्ड एंड डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय द मंगोल्स आर्मी। Then again this city was restored by the Gakhar chief called Janda Khan, who gave the name to this city called Rawal. Then Mughal Empire came and Gakhar tribe became allies with the Mughal Empire and they fight as a frontier force for the Mughal Empire against the Sher Shah Suri forces. वक्त के गुजरते साथ साथ मुगलों की ताकत डिक्रीज होने लग गई और ये शहर आहिस्ता आहिस्ता सिखों के कंट्रोल में आ गया। From here, Sikh Empire began. Then Sikh empires take a very new initiative. They start calling the traders from different areas to get settled in this city so that the city get prosperous. So this is from where this city began to boost economically. 1849 में सिखों की भी हुकूमत ख़त्म हो गई और फिर रावलपिंडी आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के अंडर आ गई। जब तक ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी सब कॉन्टिनेंट में रहे, उन्होंने रावलपिंडी को अपना मेन आर्मी बेस कैंप बनाया ड्यू टू इट्स स्ट्रेटेजिक लोकेशन एंड इट्स क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी टू द ब्यूटीफुल मरगला हिल्स फॉर स्पेंडिंग देयर हॉलीडेज एंड वेकेशन लाइक दैट। ड्यूरिंग द पार्टीशन इन 1947, पाकिस्तान डिसाइडेड टू फॉलो द सेम ट्रेंड टू मेक दिस सिटी अ मेन हेडक्वार्टर फॉर द पाकिस्तान आर्मी। 1958 में अयूब खान ने सोचा क्यों ना अपने कैपिटल को कोई सिक्योर प्लेस में शिफ्ट करें। फॉर दैट ही मेड अ कमिटी सो दैट टू फाइंड अ सिक्योर प्लेस फॉर द नेशनल कैपिटल that where should be the capital of Pakistan. After the 1 year in 1959, that committee find the northeast of Rawalpindi as a secure place to form a national capital of Pakistan called Islamabad. Some of the main reason for shifting the capital were as close proximity to the army headquarters in the Rawalpindi, located on the global route called Trans-Asian Highway, which starts from the Japan and ends in the Europe. It lies in the foothills of Margala, which can be a defense area for the city. Karachi was already having a large population and inefficient infrastructure, and the commercial influences 1969 में finally यानी 10 साल की ड्यूरेशन में this main city a national capital was finally completed. During these 10 years from 1959 to 1969, Rawalpindi was made interim capital and this city received a serious boost of investment in the private sector with the beginning of the national capital. All the central and control offices were shifted from Karachi to Rawalpindi, and Rawalpindi helped a lot in the formation of the capital by providing transport network, supplying labor for development and settlement of early population from the Rawalpindi. For designing this master city plan of Islamabad, a Greek architect was selected. His name is Dozier Dis. He presented his master plan of Islamabad based on the two principles.
Brother, who is also my doctor, advised me that I needed a period of recovery away, as far as away from the present pressures.
One is the great iron pattern in which street runs at right angle to each other, forming a grid, and the size was divided for each grid was approximately about 2 into 2 kilometer. And the second main principle was Dinopolis. In this, the center of the city acts as an administrative and control center. When the city growth take place in all the direction, then its center also spread through adjacent areas. Because according to this principle, the expansion in one direction allows the city to expand without difficulty. Master plan of the architect Dozier Dis introduced a new concept called metropolitan area, which is divided into three parts: Islamabad, Rawalpindi and the National Park. According to the master plan, all three areas of this metropolitan area will be covered by 4 highways. Those are Murray Highway, Islamabad Highway, Capital Highway and Swan Highway. Among them, only 2 highways were built. To implement this master plan, National Capital Commission was dissolved and replaced by the CDA, Capital Development Authority. And CDA was assigned a strong power to plan, implement and control all the development in Islamabad. But they make a mistake somewhere. The problem is their main focus was on the physical building infrastructure rather than the institutional framework, I mean coordination, which is a very important part for implementing the master plan. Because of the absence of this type of coordination between these two cities, the master plan was split into the authorization of 3 different governments, that are federal government, provincial government and under the provincial government, that is the local government. CDA came under the federal government and was assigned for the development in Islamabad. On the other hand, Rawalpindi was administered by the Rawalpindi Municipal Corporation, RDA, Rawalpindi Development Board and Rawalpindi Zilla Council. RDA was directly under the provincial government and rest all were under the local government. But due to the absence of the facilitation coordination between CDA and the Rawalpindi provincial and the local government, the implementation of the master plan in Rawalpindi remained incomplete, and on the other side, Rawalpindi also have very limited resources. And according to the constitution, federal government has no control over the development activities going on in the Rawalpindi urban area. 25 साल बाद जब ग्रीक आर्किटेक्ट डोक्सिडिस के जो मास्टर प्लान था जो इस्लामाबाद का, जिसमें मेट्रोपॉलिटन एरिया में रावलपिंडी इस्लामाबाद नेशनल पार्क आता है, जब इसको रिवाइज किया गया तो one change was introduced. The urban area of Islamabad were divided into 5 zones. First zone is kept for future housing, educational, commercial and the administrative area. Second zone is mainly reserved for private sector to invest in the housing development. Third zone was the Margla Hills and National Park. Fourth zone contains the Islamabad area and the rural areas. And zone 5 is basically reserved for controls the southern Islamabad and reserved for the private housing development society. Like Islamabad, Rawalpindi has made its own master plan and leaving the master plan of the Greek architect. Sometimes Rawalpindi administration became upset when the development in the Islamabad could not meet the especially lower income groups and middle income family, because Rawalpindi has majority of the middle and lower middle class families, and also the development in the Islamabad is happened at the cost of the Rawalpindi. Then comes 1990 और 1990 के बिल्कुल शुरू में ही रावलपिंडी और इस्लामाबाद की जो माशियत थी वो टोटली एक्सप्लोड कर गई because of the development of the private housing scheme. Up to 2006, 20 housing schemes were initiated in Zone 2 and 26 housing schemes were in Zone 5. But there is a still main problem occurred. ये ठीक है, छाँव काफ़ी है। ट्विन सिटीज़ का मसला ये था, फिजिकली तो जुड़े हुए थे मगर कोऑर्डिनेशन वाइज बिल्कुल जीरो थे, जिसकी वजह से डेवलपमेंट उस लेवल तक नहीं पहुंच पाए। बैरिया टाउन इस्लामाबाद इज़ द बिगेस्ट एग्जांपल, जो कि पाकिस्तान की सबसे लार्जेस्ट प्राइवेट हाउसिंग स्कीम है। इनके कुछ फेजेस रावलपिंडी में और कुछ फेजेस इस्लामाबाद में। हैविंग द फेजेस इन बोथ ऑफ द एरिया, द प्रॉब्लम इज द बाउंड्री बिटवीन इस्लामाबाद एंड रावलपिंडी इज नॉट क्लियर, व्हिच इज द मेन प्रॉब्लम दैट देयर इज नो फिजिकल बाउंड्री बिटवीन इस्लामाबाद एंड रावलपिंडी फॉर सेपरेटिंग देयर अर्बन एरियाज, व्हिच शुड बी देयर इन द form of the Swan Highway if they follow the original master plan of the Greek architect Doxidis, which highway up till now is not possible yet due to the lack of the coordination between the Capital Development Authority and the Rawalpindi Development Authority, which automatically creates a hurdle for the बैरिया town to prepare their proper layout plan. बैरिया town has required to approve the housing scheme from both. Islamabad has the following standard of approving the housing scheme. Residential area should be not more than 55%, parks not less than 8%, roads and streets not less than 26%, graveyard not less than 2%, parking not more than 5%. On the other hand, Rawalpindi Development Authority entirely leads different standard for the approval of their housing scheme. Residential area should be not more than 65%, parks not less than 7%, roads and streets not less than 25%, graveyard not less than 2%, parking not more than 2%. बैरिया town has to design such a township with a different standard which is suitable for both cities. If both the cities really want to attract some private investment, they should develop such a policy which should be suitable for both of them. We have to focus on the metropolitan area of the original master plan. We have to consider both Rawalpindi and Islamabad as a part of the metropolitan area, not only towards Islamabad development, because Rawalpindi has a very limited technical and financial resources unlike Islamabad. That's why the original master plan was dealt differently in both of the cities. The ultimate solution for this is by making a metropolitan development authority by merging the CDA and RDA and the different authorities in Rawalpindi under one authority. So so that the coordination mechanism between them is to be established to solve the challenges of the twin cities, which is the largest and most important metropolitan area of this country.